It's a Saturday in Columbia as we get ready for SEC baseball. And today the series is on the line. Rubber match between number 2 Texas and South Carolina. It's game 3 from Founders Park. I'm Dave Weinstein alongside the major leaguer Grayson Greiner. Complete effort from South Carolina in the win on Thursday night. And then Texas, Grayson, they responded with a complete effort of their own yesterday.
Yeah, it's been a great SEC series so far. Gamecocks wire-to-wire win 9-1 on Thursday night. Texas responded well yesterday. Great pitching, great defense. A couple big home runs late to secure the win. We got perfect weather here today for the rubber match. Should be a fun one.
In the win on Thursday night for South Carolina, it was Patrick Evans who provided the spark. Grayson, 3 for 4, he drove in for.
Yeah, he's really settled into that leadoff spot. Big 2-out RBI triple, and then had a 2-run home run late in the game to secure the victory. 7 of the 9 runs for the Gamecocks came with 2 outs on Thursday. Looking for some more of that clutch hitting here today.
Hit his 5th home run of the season in the win. Meanwhile, last night, Carson Tinney opened the scoring and finished the scoring for Texas.
Yeah, he's a big physical presence, both at the plate and behind the dish. 2 solo shots out to left field for his 8th and 9th home runs of the year. Also the Longhorns' top hitter to this point in SEC play. He's simply one of the best catchers in this league.
Looking to hold down Tinney and company, getting the start for South Carolina, the junior right-hander from Lancaster, South Carolina, Ant Phillips.
Yeah, he's been the most reliable and consistent pitcher for this Gamecock staff. 2.68 ERA, 37 innings pitched, and 38 strikeouts. He'll be 91 to 94 with the fastball. He can get it up to 95. Mainly a 3-pitch guy with a slider and a changeup as well. Sliders to righties, changeups to lefties.
And here is the lineup that he will face. Leading off for Texas will be the second baseman, Ethan Mendoza. Batting second, the catcher, Carson Tinney. Batting third, the center fielder, Aiden Robbins. Cleaning up will be the left fielder, Anthony Pack Jr. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Casey Borba. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Temo Becerra. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Ashton Larson. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Jaden Duplantier. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Josh Livingston. Coach Schlossnagel in his second season at the helm for the Texas Longhorns. Guy who coached you, Grayson, in USA Baseball.
Yeah, he's a great coach. Got to talk to him before the game. Just love catching up with him. Got to catch up with him at A&M a few years ago, and he's got a good thing going here with the Longhorns.
Two-time National Coach of the Year. His 25th season as a head coach. One-on-one the count on Ethan Mendoza. Mendoza, a junior from Bedford, Texas, in his second season with the Texas Longhorns. He's 3 for 9 in this series so far. One of those hits, a home run. Right back to Phillips. 1 down.
That's a harder play than it looks. That ball had a lot of spin on it. Phillips did kind of a drop step to get back behind the rubber, able to secure the out.
Last Saturday at Georgia, 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, season high 9 strikeouts for Ant Phillips. Also won a season high 109 pitches. He suffered the loss, but he pitched well. Carson Tinney now hitting .299, 9 homers, 23 runs batted in. 2 of those home runs were last night. Junior from Castle Pines, Colorado. Preseason All-American is Tinney. Heading the count 2-0. He's 3 for 8 in the series so far. Two of the 3 hits, long balls. 3-0.
Show respect right there for Tinney's power. 2-0 breaking ball from Phillips. Just misses off the plate.
It's a 4-pitch walk. So 1-out base runner for Texas. Opponents only hitting .197 this season against Ant Phillips. It's really good numbers, pitching to a 2.68 ERA. Tinney has now reached base in 29 of 31 games this season. So from one preseason All-American to another, this is Aiden Robbins. There's a strike. Junior from Yardley, Pennsylvania. He's a transfer from Seton Hall. Robbins 2 for 9 in the series. One of the hits, a home run. Tinney advances to scoring position. It'll be an early RBI opportunity now for Robbins.
I thought at first LeCroy blocked that ball right back in front of him, got up and just lost sight of it. Allows Tinney to easily get into second base.
Advances on the wild pitch. 32 runs batted in on the season for Robbins. 2-1.
Seeing a lot of off speed here early from Ant Phillips.
Tied for the team lead in runs batted in with Casey Borba. That's grounded foul. He has the team lead in homers, 11 of those so far. 361 hitter this season for Texas. 2-2 the count, and the number 3 hitter, Aiden Robbins. Tinney leads off second. That misses, the count is full. The 3-2. Foul back.
Phillips is doing a nice job establishing that fastball down and away. Just missed the prior pitch. Good sign for him and the Gamecocks if he can continue to locate that fastball and mix in the all-speed pitches.
Tire, a dangerous hitter in Aiden Robbins. Once again, the 3-2. LeCroy's throw down to first. Not in time. Robbins will reach. Tinney to third. And it's runners at the corners and one down.
Another fastball here from Phillips, down and away. LeCroy went to check, just wasn't able to squeeze it, and allows Robbins to get to first base. Guy with some speed too, 7 for 7 in stolen bases.
Brings up Anthony Pack Jr. Freshman from Lakewood, California, has been a problem for South Carolina pitching in this series. Pack is 5 for 7. He's also walked twice. Getting on base in this series at a 778 clip.
I think this kid's going to be a superstar, Dave. True freshman hitting in the 4-hole. Hitting 325 in league play up to this point. You don't see that very often as a true freshman.
Hey, middle guys, more one. More one.
5-tool potential, really exciting young player for Texas. Takes a strike. Tinney the runner at third, Robbins at first. One down here in the top of the first. Texas looking to strike early. Check on Robbins. Texas did not steal any bases Thursday night's game. They stole a couple last night. Count evens at 2-2.
Nice job by Amp Phillips getting himself back into the count. Fell behind 2-0 and went with a breaking ball. Looked like maybe a cutter or a changeup right there.
There goes the runner. Robbins took off from first. Not paying attention, and it's second and third, one down.
Starting on the bag, Phillips checks him and then takes off right away. Caught him sleeping.
Robbins now 8 for 8. Stolen bases this season. Two and two the count on Anthony Pack Jr. "20 pitches already for Amp Phillips. Just one down near the top of the first. Pack continues to battle.
They're trying to get in under his hands right there, and he's doing a good job just getting a piece of it to extend the at-bat. He sped him up inside. If he's able to execute a changeup down and away right here, it'd be a good pitch to Pack.
"26 runs batted in on the season already for Pack, looking for more. The 2-2 goes the other way, and unable to make the diving catch is Evans. It rolls to the corner. 2-run score for Texas. Pack falls down. He'll head back to second with a 2-run double.
You said it, Dave. He's been an absolute problem this weekend. Now 6 for 8. Phillips goes with a fastball away, just sticks the bat out there with 2 strikes. He's got a very special approach for a young hitter. Gets himself a couple of RBIs.
28 runs batted in on the season for Anthony Pack Jr. And that 2-run double leads to a mound visit for South Carolina early. Here's Coach Rooney.
Yeah, a couple of mistakes here early for the Gamecocks. A little wild pitch in there, and then a strikeout pass ball to allow Robbins to get on. Just trying to calm Phillips down. A couple of guys making the jog out to the bullpen.
South Carolina had to go to the bullpen early in last night's game. Josh Gunther got the start, lasted 1 1/3. Brandon Stone came in and was outstanding. 7 innings from Stone. They'd like to get more length out of Phillips today and not have to use that bullpen as much, Grayson.
Yeah, they are certainly looking for 4, 5, 6 innings at least out of Phillips. Finds himself in some trouble here in the top of the first.
Monty Lee said after the loss, Brandon Stone was phenomenal. Went to him early, gave us a chance. Just didn't do enough being aggressive when they had the opportunities. Thought maybe they had a feel of failure, just being too tense and too defensive the last 9 outs of that game. Casey Borba at the plate. Borba's a junior from Santa Ana, California. Schlossnagel having a question for home plate umpire James Ainsworth. Borba 1 for 8 with a walk in the series so far. The hit was on Thursday night. He was 0 for 4 with the walk last night. check on Pack. Pack stole third in last night's game. That was in the 8th inning. Have to be careful with him out there. He's 10 for 11 in stolen bases this season.
He's trying to time Phillips up. Phillips doing a good job mixing his looks. He's done an inside move, done a back pick. Good pitch right there, too.
Strikes out Borba, 2 down.
Yeah, gave up the 2 RBI double. Now Phillips just trying to minimize the damage. Good little breaking ball right there to get Borba out front for the second out.
Phillips trying to limit the damage here in the first. Have to get through Temo Becerra. Another California native. 306 average, 5 homers, 24 driven in on the season for Becerra. He's 3 for 8 in the series so far. One of the hits a double. And a multi-hit game last night, 2 for 4. Chopped up the middle. Craddock throws out Becerra and closes out the top of the first. Texas gets 2 on the 2-run double from Anthony Pack Jr. It's 2-0 Longhorns. Making the Saturday start for Texas, star sophomore Dylan Volantis.
Yeah, Volantis is tough. 6'6", throws it straight over the top. Throws a sinker 89 to 93. Curveball and a changeup. He'll mix in a gyro slider as well. First team All-American, was out of the bullpen last year, making his 8th start of the season. 3-0 with a 2.08 ERA, 51 strikeouts and 39 innings pitched.
Coming off tremendous freshman season in 2025, the SEC Freshman of the Year. National Freshman of the Year, All-American, every publication. On the Golden Spikes watch list, here's the lineup that he will face. Leading off will be the left fielder, Patrick Evans. Batting second, the right fielder, Luke Uhas. Batting third, the designated hitter, Jake Randolph. Cleaning up the catcher, Talmadge LeCroy. Batting fifth, the shortstop, KJ Scobie. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Tyler Bach. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Bo Hollins. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Will Craddock. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Eric Parker. Same starting lineup for the Gamecocks. A little bit of a different order for Monty Lee, who's the interim head coach here at South Carolina. In his second stint with the Gamecocks, he's an assistant under Ray Tanner. Head coach at Clemson and the College of Charleston. Played at the College of Charleston, was an outstanding outfielder.
Yeah, Coach Lee, second home series at the helm of the Gamecocks. Both against top 5 teams. Had a chance to win the series against Arkansas last weekend. Has a chance here today against number 2 Texas. And he'd love nothing more than to get that series win.
Tall task. Let's get it done against a tall pitcher in Volantis. Here's Evans. Attacks the first pitch, grounds to third. Borba, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Evans loves to attack that first pitch early and often. He does it again here and hits it hard, just right to Borba over at third.
Coach Lee talked about the approach against Volantis in the postgame last night. He said, we're going to go in with the mindset of attacking pitches to hit early. You can't fall behind against guys with great command and great stuff. So get to some fastballs and put some pressure on him early in the ball game. That's what they're going to try to do, Grayson.
Yeah, you don't want to get the 2 strikes against a high strikeout pitcher, which Volantis is. I would expect we'll see a lot of hunting early in the count, especially if they get themselves into some good hitters counts like we see here.
Guy who's good at hunting lefties, Luke Uhas. Fly ball center field. Robbins back to the track. 2 down.
Uhas was even a little out in front of that, still able to get it triple digits off the bat. We were talking pregame. It feels like it's going to be a good day to hit here at Founders Park. Wind's blowing out, warm temperatures. The ball carried a little bit.
Temps in the low to mid 80s, 7-mile-per-hour winds. 2 outs on 3 pitches for Volantis. Here's Randolph. Strike 1. 1 for 8 in the series so far. Florida native hitting .282, 4 homers and 9 driven in. Got under it. Pack makes the play. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Volantis. We'll head to the second. It's 2-0 Texas. Getting ready for the top of the second. Warm day here in Columbia. It's 2-0 Texas early. And Phillips set to work. Top of the first, Grayson, 27 pitches.
Yeah, I think he would certainly take an inning that Dylan Volantis just had. 5 pitches. Gamecocks are going to need him to go deep into this game. Valentine probably out. Brandon Stone out after his performance yesterday. There's still some guys they really trust in the bullpen, but would like to see him go, like I said, 4, 5, 6 innings. Stuff looked fine in the first. Really just that 2 RBI double from Anthony Pack Jr. The damage.
He's got at least 6 his last 3 starts. You
Yeah,
mentioned the 6 innings against Georgia last Saturday. Before that, 7 innings against Arkansas. He was excellent in 6 innings at Florida. Tough luck loss, no run support, but no earned runs, just 1 run given up
Yeah, and
in
he's
Gainesville.
proven his stuff can stay. Good changeup right there. Stay effective deep into the game through 109 pitches last weekend. So he's fully built up.
Larson's at the plate. Junior from Overland Park, Kansas. 1-1 the count. 2-1. Crowd here at Founders wanted that.
James Amesworth kind of stood up like he was going to call it a strike and ended up not calling it.
It's fouled back. Count evens at 2-2 on Larson. got the start in last night's game, played off the bench on Thursday night. 0 for 3 in the series, but has walked 3 times. Scored a run in last night's win for Texas. LSU transferring within the SEC. Comes over with good experience from LSU, 34 games last year. Only 5 of them were starts. He battled injuries. The national champs. A really nice freshman season back in 2024. Started 40 of 53 games for LSU. 2-2.
That's a pitch there that Phillips is mixing in a lot more as a cutter, kind of in the 87, 88 range to get in on the lefties. Another long at bat here to start this inning.
Fouling off a lot of pitches. 8th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. It's low. On base percentage, outstanding, 478 this season for Larson. Continues to battle.
Yeah, he wasn't even trying to foul that one off and still got a piece of it.
He's at an on-base percentage over 400 all 3 years of his career so far. 2 years at LSU and this season with Texas, closer to 500. And he'll reach, ball 4, leadoff walk for Larson. Just continues to get on base.
Yeah, they're just having some tough at-bats here early against Phillips. They can work deep into counts and running that pitch count up.
Schlossnagel's teams historically take a lot of pitches. Last 5 seasons, they led the country in pitches seen per plate appearance. Texas A&M and Texas.
I was about to say, that's a staple of Coach Schlossnagel's offenses.
Duplantier takes strike 1. We're going to see opposite approaches tonight. Or today, I should say. What the Gamecocks are trying to do in the bottom of the first, be aggressive against Volantis, and what Texas is doing against Phillips. The other way, foul. Duplantier got the start on Thursday night, was 1 for 3. Saw him off the bench in last night's game. He was a pinch runner. Check that, not a pinch runner. He entered as a defensive replacement. Phillips strikes out Duplantier. Second strikeout for Ant Phillips.
That's a well-executed 2-strike pitch right there. Elevated fastball, a little bit of ride on it just above the belt to retire Duplantier.
It's actually the 3rd strikeout for Phillips because of that pass ball.
Yeah.
Robbins struck out and then reached. We got 2 Ks on the fence here, Grayson. But Phillips has 3 of them.
I need to update that.
Strike 1 to Josh Livingston. grad student from Prosper, Texas. He's a transfer from Wichita State. 1 for 8 in the series so far. The hit was in last night's game. He singled and scored a run in the second. One on the count on Livingston. Ant Phillips, a transfer from USC Upstate, who's the Big South Newcomer of the Year, first team All Big South. Helped the Spartans to a Big South championship in the Clemson Regional, pitched very well against the Tigers and impressed the South Carolina coaching staff. Got him in the portal.
I mean, you can't ask for much more than what he's been. He has a 1.89 ERA and 3 SEC starts. Been a really good get for this Gamecocks pitching staff.
Gets ahead of Livingston 1-2. Someone who always gives you a chance to win. That's all you can ask for out of your starting pitchers. Gets runners on base. He bears down. Competitor on the mound. The 1-2. Grounded to second. They'll get one. They'll get two. 4-6-3 double play. And that'll close out the top of the second.
Yeah, Phillips really needed that right there. The pitch count was getting up there. Able to get 2 outs with 1 pitch. It was hit hard from Livingston, but right at Craddock, who goes to Scobie over to Hollins for the 4-6-3 double play. 2-0 Longhorns as we head to the bottom of the second.
Sunny, mid-80s. Great SEC baseball.
Yeah, you better move those feet in if the ball's hit out towards left field. Those things are in play.
Middle of the order due up for the Gamecocks, 4, 5, and 6. Lee Croy, Scobie, and Bach. Against Volantis, who threw only 5 pitches to retire the side in the bottom of the first. Probably have to work a little harder, though, against Lee Croy. Has long at-bats. He's walked 4 times in this series. Grounds to third. Borba.
Gamecocks need to see some pitches this inning. Ant Phillips has thrown 44 pitches, and he did not have much of a break in between innings 1 and 2.
With 1 down, it'll bring up KJ Scobie. sophomore from Lakeland, Florida. He and LeCroy have started every game this season. Scobie's hitting .297, 4 homers, and 20 driven in. He takes outside. Multi-hit game for Scobie on Thursday night. Scored a couple of runs. 0 for 4 in last night's game. Scobie, the team leader in hits this season for South Carolina. Leading the SEC in doubles. Got his 12th multi-hit game of the season and the win on Thursday night. That misses, and the count's 3-1.
Yeah, a lot of sliders and curveballs this at bat. Here to Scobie from Volantis. Threw a breaking ball 2-0 for a strike. See if he challenges him with a fastball or goes back to the breaker.
Count is full. Volantis, last year's closer, now a starter. Opponent's hitting just .209 against him this season. Lifted high to short right field. Duplantier puts it away. Volantis is looking for back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. He'll have to get through Tyler Bach to do it. A left-on-left matchup. Bach hitting .274 homers, 21 runs batted in on the season. 0-1 the count. Bach 1 for 7 in the series so far. Hit was a double. It's also hit by a pitch. Up the middle, Becerra is there. And it's another 1, 2, 3 inning for Dylan Volantis. We will head to the third from Columbia. It's 2-0 Texas. Between the Longhorns and the Gamecocks, 12th all-time meeting. Texas leads the series. They've met a couple of times. College World Series championship. Not a surprise, Texas has been to the College World Series more than any other team in college baseball.
Yeah, there's certainly a blue blood in college baseball and light series history, but those numbers are going to go up now with both teams in the SEC.
Last met in this ballpark 2022 as non-conference opponents. Now SEC foes, the Longhorns and the Gamecocks. Count is 0-2 on leadoff man Ethan Mendoza, who grounded out his first time up. Mendoza grew up a diehard Longhorns fan. His mom, I was told, lied about his age to sneak him into Texas youth camps. Wanted to play for Schlosson High School, but refused to play for Texas A&M. So he goes to Arizona State, and then Schlossnagle takes the Texas job, and he transfers to Texas. Transferred in after his freshman season. Now a junior with the Longhorns.
He hit a long two-strike home run in the 9th inning last night. No doubter off the bat.
Called strike 3.
Another good breaking ball right there from Ant Phillips, able to freeze Mendoza in an 0-2 count right on the outside corner.
4th strikeout for Ant Phillips.
That double play in the second was huge for him from a pitch count perspective.
Tinney slices one foul. On the Buster Posey watch list, not just for his bat, he's thrown out 34% of base stealers heading into this series. The plate hitting .299 with 9 homers, 23 runs batted in. He was one of 3 finalists for the award last year. Went to Coastal's Caden Bodine, now playing minor league ball for the Charleston River Dogs. That's well hit. It's a foul ball. Tinney had an OPS over 1,200 last year. In the last 29 games last year, it was over 1,400. Had a monster second half.
He's adjusted well to SEC play. Another good breaking ball. A little slower right there from Ant Phillips for back-to-back strikeouts. He's doing a good job mixing his speeds, mixing the shape. That's more of a 12-6 curveball. The one to Mendoza was 84, more of a slider shape. Good start to the third for Phillips.
Here's Aiden Robbins. Robbins actually struck out against Phillips in the first, but was able to reach and score a run. Reached on a pass ball, stole second, and scored on the 2-run double from Anthony Pack Jr. Oh, and 2 the count on Robbins. Lays off. One and 2 the count in the number 3 hitter Robbins. 2 for 10 in the series so far. Popped up. Holland shades the eyes and makes the play. And it's a 1-2-3 third for Amp Phillips. We will take a break. We will interview Luke Harrison when we come back. Welcome back as we get ready for the bottom of the third. We're joined by the winning pitcher from last night's game, Luke Harrison. Luke, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
So you've been a teammate of Dylan Volantis for a couple of years now. How close are you guys, and how close is this pitching staff?
Oh, we're real tight. Dylan and I are roommates on the road here, and we kind of always keep each other in check, make sure we're right before the games. But feel like got to see his development from a freshman coming in, and now as a superstar starting pitcher, and it's really cool, and he deserves it all.
Luke, it's pretty rare for a college baseball team to have 3 guys that are starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday of every weekend. Do the 3 of y'all have any sort of like competitions or try and one-up each other during the weekends, or is it just you're focused on your day and that's it?
The compete's normally during the week with us.
Okay.
We want to be great in our preparation and taking care of our bodies and getting ready to go for our starts. And then once we know we're in a good position, we'll let the rest take care of itself. Let the baseball just do its thing.
Look, you were outstanding last night. How did it feel to pitch in front of that defense? They were terrific behind you.
Oh, they were awesome, man. It gives you a lot of confidence as a pitcher knowing that the guys are expecting the ball, expecting to make plays, and it was really fun to kind of just go up there knowing that and attack the zone.
Luke, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Hook 'em.
Volantis gets ahead 0-2 on Bo Hollins. 7, 8, 9 due up this half inning for South Carolina. That one skips in. Hollins looking for his first hit of the series. 0 for 7. He has walked. His was a bat, Grayson, that was heating up before this weekend.
Yeah, he was starting to swing a lot better. That average rose 50, 60, 70 points.
Another opportunity for Borba. 1 down.
Volantis is a guy with big strikeout numbers. Gamecocks are putting the ball in play. No strikeouts yet, but not a lot of hard contact. Pitch count extremely low.
He was hit some last Saturday against Oklahoma. 5 2/3, 9 hits, gave up 4 runs. Did have 7 strikeouts, 100 pitches, and no decision. Want to know the count on Will Craddock, freshman from Anderson, South Carolina. He's been good in this series, 4 for 7 with a walk. Homered in the 9th last night.
Let's go, Craddock.
Had a multi-hit game. Both for extra bases. He doubled in the 7th and then hit that solo shot in the 9th.
Let's go, Craddock.
2-1 the count on Craddock.
Come on, man, let's feel, Willie. Oh, man,
Volantis set the SEC record for most saves by a freshman in conference play last year. He had 12 saves on the season, 11 of them were in the SEC. Led this Texas team in ERA, whip, strikeouts, opponents average against. Remarkable freshman season.
It's so unique because he's 6'6", 7-foot release height. I mean, that breaking ball is coming from the clouds. And it's just a tough angle on hitters with the ball coming so far down. It's not like he's 97, 98. He's 92, 93 with the sinker, but really locates his off-speed pitches and pitches ahead.
Count is full on Craddock. Leads South Carolina with 7 homers on the year. Volantis strikes out Craddock. First strikeout for Dylan Volantis. 2 down in the third.
Yeah, Volantis is really just showing the sinker for show. It's a lot of sliders and curveballs. 3-2 slider right there at 87. Up in the zone. Craddock just a little late on it. Volantis with his first strikeout.
Looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Parker chops it foul. Georgia transfer Eric Parker, a sophomore from Atlanta. 2 for 7 in the series. Both hits were on Thursday night.
Stay forward. Go, EP.
It's inside. Mentioned a transfer from Georgia is Eric Parker. Only playing 16 games last season with the Georgia Bulldogs, all non-conference games. Getting opportunity of late as a starter at third base for South Carolina. Didn't play last weekend against his former team. Started the midweek at third against Wofford in every game in this series. Swing 3-1, lines it to center field. Robbins tracks it down into 1-2-3 third for Dylan Volantis. We will take a break and Monty Lee will join us when we come back. We're joined by Monty Lee. Monty, thanks for the time. I want to ask you about Amp so far. A little bit of trouble in the first, but he limited the damage and he's cruised the last couple innings.
Amp's been great. You know, I mean, even in the first inning, yeah, we, you know, the free pass to Tenney, came back to bite us a little bit. I think we're probably being a little bit too careful with him just because of the power that he has. But all in all, Amp's been great. He's settled in. He's throwing the ball well. We just got to find a way to hit Volantis.
Yeah, Coach, that was going to lead to my question. First time through the order against Volantis, who's a high strikeout guy. We're putting the ball in play. Are you going to try and stick with that same approach second time through the order?
You know, the bottom line is we're just getting around him. You know, like we're just hitting the outside of the ball. You know, Eric right there lined out, you know, to center field. I told the guys in between innings, we just got to live in the middle of the field. When you got a guy that's sinking it and the ball's got that much movement, just got to stay inside the ball. You know, right now the 6'3" and the 5'3" is his best friend. So we got to do a better job of just living in the middle of the field. And we're putting some decent swings on him. Just got to do a better job of staying inside the ball a little bit more as an offense.
Yep.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Amp gets ready to go back to work here in the top of the fourth. Middle of the order for Texas. 4, 5, and 6 due up. Anthony Pack Jr., 2-run double at the top of the first. That's past a diving Parker. Pack is 2 for 2.
Yeah, you kind of see there what Pack likes to do. The double was down the left field line. Sees a big hole on the left side of the infield. Doesn't hit it hard by any means, but takes advantage of the shift and finds his way on to lead off the fourth.
He's now 7 for 9, Grayson, in this series.
Yeah,
and
impressive.
2 walks.
I was asking Coach Schlossnagel about him, if he was a highly recruited guy out of California. He said he was, but he's gotten a lot stronger. Finds himself in the middle of this Longhorn order.
He was the number 5 outfielder in the nation by perfect game, class of 2025. Team leader in stolen bases, leads off first. 1-0 the count on Casey Borba, who struck out his first time up. Check on Pack. Three stolen bases in this series for Texas. Now 58 of 66 on the season. One and one the count.
Baseball right there. Here we go.
Phillips gets ahead. 1-2. Coach Lee said he's a guy who pitches with runners on base as good as anybody on this staff.
What's impressed me is how good of a job he's doing of mixing his holds, mixing his time to the plate, picking. Especially with a guy like Pack, who's got some speed over there.
Pack has his lead, 1-2 the count on Borba. It's ball 2. Phillips strikes out Borba.
That's 6 strikeouts now for Phillips. Another breaking ball here. Downward action at 83 miles an hour gets Borba to swing right over the top of it.
Second time he has struck out Borba today. Six strikeouts through 3 1/3. Here's Becerra. First check on Pack.
Pack will pick a pitch at some point in this at bat. Seeing a lot of moves to the plate here from Phillips. Did a fake break the previous at bat. Got a healthy lead over there.
Becerra, transfer from Stanford. Takes ball one. SEC Co-Player of the Week honors in early March. That was after a multi-homer game against Coastal. And homering against Ohio State 2 days later. Already has 5 homers this season, surpassing his 3-year total combined at Stanford. Hit 1 last year with the Cardinal. There goes Pack. The throw from LeCroy. Stolen base for Anthony Pack Jr. He's in scoring position.
That was going to be a close one out there at second. Craddock just unable to squeeze it right there.
Pack now 11 for 12 this season. One out RBI opportunity for Temo Becerra. Great experience with Stanford, 2 College World Series appearances. Career .311 hitter coming into this weekend. His lowest average in his career, he's a redshirt senior, so he's played a bunch of years, was .298. That was in 2024. He's been very consistent.
That's pretty strong right there.
Grounded foul. Has an undergraduate degree from Stanford, first-generation college student. Great addition for Texas. This guy's Grace is just a winning ball player.
You can't draw it up much better than that. Get a degree from Stanford. Come to Texas, play for a top 5 team.
Redshirt in 2022, played 28 games in 2023, and then a primary starter the last 2 years with Stanford. Pack leads off second, the 2-2. Skips in, it's knocked down by LeCroy, and that keeps Pack at second.
That was a nice block right there. LeCroy's had a lot of balls in the dirt, done a pretty good job. The one couple get away from him in the first inning.
Three and 2 the count on Becerra. Larson's on deck. It misses. It's ball 4. First and second, one down. Third walk issued by Phillips. Larson grounds foul. Ashton Larson walked in the second. His on-base percentage now climbed to .485, average of .306. Just a tough out. Get away from LeCroy. The runners advance to second and third.
That's big right there. Saw Phillips get the 4-6-3 double play to end the second. Now Texas with the runners moving up. No longer a double play situation.
Advancing the wild pitch. Larson an opportunity to double the lead here. Second and third, one down, 2-0 Texas, 2-1 the count. 2-2.
Phillips is going to that big slow breaking ball a lot more here today. Landing it and getting the Longhorns out in front.
Got him, he strikes out Larson. 7 strikeouts for Amp Phillips.
Yeah, that's been his go-to today. When he needs a strikeout or needs a big pitch, going to the 12-6 curveball. Gets Larson to chase in the dirt. LeCroy checks Pack down at third base. Secures the second out. Strikeout guys out in right field are slacking, Dave.
They're missing one up there. They're just not counting the one that he got Robbins on.
Yeah.
Robbins was able to reach on the pass ball. Looking to escape trouble here in the top of the fourth. Duplantier at the plate.
You gotta have extra focus if you're back there. LeCroy, a lot of balls in the dirt today. Force the Longhorns to earn it here.
LeCroy's been an Iron Man catcher in his 5th season with South Carolina. Pack drawing some attention over there at third. 3-0 the count on Duplantier. First base is open. Livingston's on deck.
Don't want to give in right here and just throw him a 3-0 cookie. 2 runners in scoring position and open base.
The bases are loaded for the Longhorns. Fourth walk for Phillips. But he walked the 281 hitter. And he'll deal with the number 9 hitter in Livingston, whose average is a bit lower.
However much you need, Will.
Livingston at 233.
Livingston barreled up his first ball, but it was right at Craddock for the double play. Phillips staying down in the zone.
Bounce to a 4-6-3 double play his first time up. This season, 333 hitter with the bases loaded, 286 with runners in scoring position. Opportunity to do some damage here in the top of the fourth. Bases loaded, 2 down.
Got ahead with the fastball. Imagine he'll start mixing in that breaking ball as the count goes on.
LeCroy keeps that close. Next pitch will be number 80 for Amp Phillips. Strike 2. Livingston 1 for 3 with the bases loaded on the season. He's behind to Phillips.
He landed that one right there. Go to the one in the dirt that he got Larson on 2 batters ago. Just like that.
Strikes out Livingston. 8 strikeouts for Amp Phillips. He strikes out the side and leaves them loaded here in the 4th.
Yeah, worked around some trouble right there. Single, strikeout, walk, strikeout, walk, strikeout. All on that big breaking ball. He's battled here today to keep the Gamecocks in it. Still 2-0 Texas as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Dylan Volantis faced the minimum through 3. Look at his career accolades so far, only a sophomore. He's been amazing. Lowest career ERA among active qualified pitchers, 2.00 ERA coming into today. That's gone down. 1.94 last year. Just over 2 coming into this start today, Grayson.
Yeah, he's just a great college pitcher and only going to get better, as you said, just his sophomore year. Back into that starting role. Just so tough with that angle he presents.
At Westlake High School, state champion. He was drafted in the 20th round by the A's and opted for college. Good decision. I'm sure he'll go very high.
Yeah, I got here a couple hours before the game and saw Volantis on the mound, just doing some dry throws on the mound, visualizing his outing.
Led all freshmen nationally in WHIP last year, 0.88. Got Patrick Evans to ground out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. 301 hitter, 5 homers, 13 runs batted in on the season for Evans. Volantis strikes out Evans. That's his 2nd strikeout. 1 down in the 4th.
Yeah, that's the big curveball right there. Coming from that high release point and goes straight down. It's just hard to get the barrel on plane with that pitch.
Brings up Luke Uhas. Uhas flew out to center field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. 265 hitter, 3 homers, 12 driven in on the season so far. Transfer from Louisiana. Got under it. High fly ball left field. Pack. It carries. But he makes the play mid-warning track.
That's a couple balls Uhas has hit that have carried. Says that one a little too high. Hit one in the first to center field.
He thought hitting conditions would be great, Grayson, with the warm temperatures and the flags blowing out to center.
Yeah, just hadn't been a lot of loud contact on either side. Good pitching performances. I mean, I would argue Volantis is throwing 80% or higher off-speed pitches. He's throwing that sinker every now and then, but it's been a heavy dose of off-speed.
Have an opportunity here off the mound to throw out Randolph. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Volantis. We are through 4. Remains 2-0 Texas. So far, Grayson.
Yeah, coming after a career high with 9 against Georgia. Got 8 so far here today. A lot on the breaking ball, a little slider there. And then he started to go to that 12-6 curveball in these middle innings to get these Longhorn hitters out in front. Doing what he does, keeps the Gamecocks in the game. Pitch count's a little higher than he would like, but he's grinding and he's a battler out there.
You mentioned the season high, 9 strikeouts. Last Saturday at Georgia. One away from repeating that performance. 81 pitches, though, through 4 innings. Worked his way out of trouble on top of the 4th, left him loaded. Still with the top of the order here in the 5th. Mendoza, Tinney, and Robbins. Mendoza's 0 for 2. Those are really good bat-to-ball skills. He's been a high contact guy. Put on some weight this offseason. He's hitting for more power. Three homers his freshman year at Arizona State, 5 last season as a sophomore with Texas. He's already got 7. This is junior season. Higher power, higher exit velocities for Mendoza. 2-2. Spoils that pitch.
There's really only been 3 or 4 at-bats that have run this pitch count up. A couple of at-bats that have gone 8, 9, 10 pitches. Mendoza, as you said, a good bat-to-ball skill leadoff hitter.
Oh, great play made at first by Hollins. Gets up and steps on the bag. Robs Mendoza. 1 down.
Yeah, Bo Hollins made that look pretty easy over there. Hard hit the other way from Ethan Mendoza. Just kind of falls, makes the scoop and steps on first.
Hollins really good defensively at first base. Had a .989 fielding percentage last year as a freshman. Carson Tinney at the plate, 0 for 1 with a walk. Walked and scored a run in the first. It's under that, and it's carrying to left field. Evans back. Unable to make the play. It drops in the warning track, and Tinney will stop at third.
That ball was hit an absolute mile into the air. I thought with what the wind was doing, I thought off the bat that was going to carry out of here. It just continued to fade towards center field. Off the edge of Patrick Evans' glove out and left.
There'll be an error on Evans. So no triple for Tinney. Here comes Monty Lee.
Phillips getting some water right there.
It is a hot day.
Yeah.
He's up to 89 pitches.
He's had a couple long innings.
This conversation a little heated.
I would imagine it has to do with him bringing them water.
Is that something that's not allowed?
I don't know. Coach Lee is heated, though.
I'm reading lips, and he's not happy.
No.
I can't repeat something he just said. But.
Looks like he's going to come back out and continue this conversation.
And plate umpire today is James Ainsworth. Wish we could shed more light, Grayson, on what that conversation is about.
Well,
It's obviously something important.
I couldn't tell you.
It's a runner at third and one down.
I was about to say, I think the Gamecocks are going to bring the infield in here. They're hustling in.
They're in for Aiden Robbins. Robbins struck out in the first, but reached on a pass ball, stole a base, and scored a run. Popped up in the third. One and one the count.
It's a big at bat and big spot in this game. It's imperative for the Gamecocks not to let Tinney score with a tough pitcher and Dylan Volantis on the mound. You want to keep this a two-run ball game.
Block from LeCroy keeps Tinney at third. Big numbers for Robbins, 355, 11 homers, 32 runs batted in. Hits that hard to left field on a line. Brings Evans back to the track deep enough to score Tinney. A sac fly for Aiden Robbins and a 3-0 Texas lead.
Robbins just a great hitter, smart hitter, looking for a pitch up in the zone he can handle. As all he has to do is touch it in the air, and he's got himself a free RBI.
Team leading 33rd run batted in of the season for Aiden Robbins. Coach Lee back out to the mound. 93 pitches for Ant Phillips. with 2 down in the 5th. And that will end his day. A pitching change for the Gamecocks. We'll take a break. Texas leads South Carolina 3-0. And Phillips goes 4 2/3, 8 strikeouts, 93 pitches. He worked hard today, Grayson.
Yeah, he had to battle against a really good offense. Got himself into a couple sticky situations, was able to get out of it with a big strikeout, holding them to 3 runs. That's what he does, he competes.
Will give way to the left-hander Logan Prisco out of Selden, New York. He'll have a left-on-left matchup with Anthony Pack Jr. This is what he's done so far this season.
Yeah, he's been a revelation for this bullpen. 2.16 ERA, 18 strikeouts to 9 walks in 16 2/3 innings. Nothing overpowering, 88-92 with a fastball, breaking ball, and a changeup, but really knows how to pitch and can land that breaking ball anytime he wants.
They love his intensity, his aggressiveness. Worked his way into an important role out of the bullpen. Strike 1 of Pack. 2/3 of innings scoreless last Saturday at Georgia for Prisco. Season high 4 1/3 out of the pen Tuesday prior against North Carolina. Was very good. Just 1 run, 5 strikeouts against the Tar Heels.
There's that big breaking ball. He features that a lot to both righties and lefties.
Can he solve Anthony Pack Jr., who's 2 for 2 and 7 for 9 in this series? Slow roller. Pack runs well. LeCroy does all he can. It's an infield single for Pack.
Pack's got everything going right here. Doesn't hit it hard at all, but just perfectly placed. Got no chance right there with Pack speed. Now 3 for 3 on the day.
Heck of an effort from LeCroy.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more you can do. Ball's just touched in no man's land.
We sound like a broken record, Grayson, but Pack, threat to go.
Yep.
There's 1 stolen base in this game so far. 11 for 12 on the season. Borba at the plate. Struggled against Amp Phillips, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. But now he gets to face the left-hander, Prisco. 1-1 the count.
Go, Borbo, go, Borbo!
1-2 as Prisco gets ahead. Borba last year hit .278, 12 homers, 47 runs batted in. Already has 10 homers this season. Made the Austin Regional All-Tournament team last year. And a 2-homer, 8 RBI game in that regional. A win against Kansas State. Check on Pack.
Yeah, you can see Prisco does not want to let Borba get extended, trying to go fastballs in on his hands a couple of times this at bat.
Borba just 1 for 10 in this series so far. Prisco strikes out Borba. The throw down to first to complete the play, and that'll do it for Texas in the top of the 5th. They get another run. We're halfway through. It's 3-0 Longhorns. There's our guy Will enjoying some ice cream on a warm Saturday afternoon here in Columbia. Gamecocks trail 3-0. They've yet to solve Dylan Volantis.
Yeah, it's been pretty stress-free for Volantis. Not a lot of pitches thrown. Got a couple of strikeouts. Defense is playing behind him. Doing a really good job of landing all of his off-speed pitches and throwing that sinker when he needs to.
Freshman of the year last year as a closer. He was a starter his whole life. Last year was actually his first year in a relief role as a freshman at Texas. Back to starting as a sophomore. And this is your Sunday guy, Grayson?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
They have to have one of the 4 or 5 best rotations in Bay. They got a great bullpen as well. Coach talking with Coach Sloss before the game, and we were both in agreement with staff that they have, both starters and in the bullpen. They'll give themselves a chance every single game.
LeCroy sends that deep to right center field. Back to the track, to the wall. Goodbye. Into the bullpen. Home run number 7 on the season for Talmadge LeCroy. And they finally get to Volantis. They get to him in the 5th.
Yeah, that's exactly what Coach Lee wanted. Using the big part of the field, not getting the 5-3, 6-3s, and LeCroy gets a little slider. It looked like hits it into the home bullpen. Looks like the little gyro slider there that spins out over the plate. Great swing right there from LeCroy to put the Gamecocks on the board.
It's a little bit of deja vu from last night, Grayson, because Luke Harrison was perfect through 4. It was a leadoff walk for LeCroy in the 5th, but then Juhas hit a 2-run home run to get to him.
Almost identical.
Again, LeCroy the first to reach after 4 perfect from Volantis. He sends it out for the first run for South Carolina.
Similar score, too. I think it was 3-0 Texas at the time.
Here's KJ Scobie. In the hole 0-2. Scobie flew out to right field his first time up.
It's easier said than done, but you almost just have to eliminate the fastball right now. It's slider, curveball. It's just such a tough angle. There's another curveball right there for the strikeout. Such a tough angle that even when you're sitting on it, it can be a tough pitch to hit.
I was going to say, if you're eliminating the fastball, what do you sit on?
I mean, I would sit on that little slider right there. That LeCroy hit.
Third strikeout for Volantis as he gets Scobie. 1 down. Here's Tyler Bach. Cubs trying to get back in this one. They trail by 2. Coach Lee, after the game last night, talked about moving on after a tough loss. He said, I'm trying to teach these guys what it takes to win. That's winning behavior. Not getting on guys after a loss. I think that's counterproductive. Still a chance to win this series. Have to just flush last night and move on to today. They're fighting as hard as they can. He said, we just have to do it again Saturday. On offense, just be aggressive when we get some opportunities. Back-to-back strikeouts for Volantis.
That's what makes it tough, too, right there. That 92 probably looks like about 97. The reason his numbers are so good, both of his freshman year and so far his sophomore year. He's a great pitcher.
Strike 1 of Bo Hollins. Hollins grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. For his first hit of the series. Takes outside. So looking for his first home run of the season. A little surprising for a guy who hit 6 in SEC play last year. The power's there, Grayson.
Yeah, it's very surprising for Bo. He's got a lot of power. If you watch his BP, I mean, he can hit it as far as anybody. It just hadn't translated to in games this year.
That rolls foul. He's a switch hitter and such a good hitter. Hit over 300 as a freshman last season. Low and outside. 2-2 the count. Volantis strikes out the side. The Gamecocks get on the board. They have one hit, Grayson. They've got one run, courtesy of Talmadge LeCroy.
Yeah, they needed some positive momentum. Delantis was lights out through the first 4 innings. LeCroy, opposite field home run to get the Gamecocks going. 3-1 as we head to the top of the 6th.
Get ready for the top of the 6, 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Longhorns. And next to me is Neil Silver in his 37th season as broadcast stats coordinator. I want to say thank you to Neil. This will be his last baseball game. Not done fully with us, though. Doing some basketball next winter, but your last baseball game. Appreciate all you do for us.
Appreciate it, Neil. You're the man.
Becerra leads things off here in the top of the 6th. 0 for 1 with a walk, grounded out in the 1st and walked in the 4th. That's headed towards the gap. Oh! Taking flight and making the play, Luke Uhas robs Becerra.
Yeah, Uhas was tracking that ball the entire way. Perfectly timed his dive right there. See, Becerra stays inside that ball well, and Uhas comes from a long way. Really good athlete out there in right field. Dugout appreciates it.
Needed all 6 foot 4 inches of his frame. Pinch hitter for Texas, Presley Corville. Pinch hitting for Larson.
Small sample size, but hitting .571, 4 for 7.
That's a good start to your freshman season.
No question.
Prisco ahead 1-2. Prisco strikes out Corville. 2 down.
Prisco's established himself as a guy in this Gamecock bullpen. Goes with a 1-2 fastball up in the zone. Staff just loves how he competes and works ahead.
He's looking for a 1, 2, 3,
rarely see
6.
him. Yeah, rarely see him behind in the count. It's usually 0-2, 1-2 when he's on the mound or getting contact early in the at bat.
Duplantier struck out the second, walked in the fourth. Once again, Stamp Phillips. Prisco, a JUCO transfer from Florence Darlington Tech. 82 strikeouts and 69 2/3 last season for the Stingers. He was a starter. 7 of his starts, he held opponents to 1 run or fewer. That's ripped to left, and it's off the wall. Evans gets it in quickly and holds Duplantier to a single.
I think Duplantier may have tripped at first base. He rockets this ball, gets himself into a 2-0 count, gets a fastball and doesn't miss it. Yeah, he fell hard over there at first base. Would have been close play at second, I think, with Evans' arm, and that ball caroming right back to Evans.
Yeah, he played that very well.
But Duplantier has great speed, so would have been a fun play at second if he didn't trip.
Livingston bunts foul. Saw some small ball from Texas yesterday, but looked like he was bunting for a hit there. Their coach Schloss, they like bunting for hits, but they don't typically like sacrifice bunts.
Likes to let his guys swing unless the situation absolutely calls for it.
In the hole, 0-2 against Prisco. On a rope to right field. There's runners at the corners for Texas.
Yeah, just the 0-2 mistake right there from Prisco. Left the breaking ball over the plate. Uhas was playing deep, though, able to cut that ball off, not let it get to the wall.
Mound visit from LeCroy. Big spot here. Gamecocks on the board after scoring a run on the home run from LeCroy in the bottom of the 5th. Want to put up a 0 here in the top of the 6th. That's Zach Russell getting loose for South Carolina. Saw Russell on Thursday night, went 2 1/3, scoreless.
Here comes Coach Lee.
With the right-handed hitter Ethan Mendoza due up, South Carolina will make a move. Pitching change for the Gamecocks with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Texas threatening when we come back. Zach Russell enters a big spot in this game for South Carolina.
Yeah, he's a guy that's made a really big jump from his freshman to his sophomore year. This will be his team-leading 14th appearance on the mound. He's got a 1.80 ERA and a 3-0 record. 92 to 96 with a fastball that's got some sink to it. Cutter, slider, and changeup. As you said, Dave, comes into a big spot. First and third, 2 outs. Top of the order up. I would imagine they're going to let the runner take off if he wants to and focus on the hitter.
Duplantier at third, Livingston at first. Leadoff man Ethan Mendoza due up.
Although Livingston not a big runner over there.
Mendoza 0 for 3 so far. Swings the first pitch. Skies it to right. Uhas camps under it and puts it away. Texas will leave 2, and we will head to the bottom of the 6th from Founders Park. Longhorns lead the Gamecocks 3-1. Some NCAA college baseball headlines. UCLA still #1. Texas, of course, #2. Would like to climb up to that spot. 7 ranked teams were swept last weekend's parity college baseball. Of course, SEC continues to be dominant. 10 SEC teams in the top 25. One of those teams on display here at Founders Park this weekend.
Yeah, we're obviously going to see a lot of fluctuation as the SEC season goes on. All these teams are going to be playing each other every weekend. A lot of big weekends for some teams last weekend. As you saw, 7 sweeps against ranked teams.
South Carolina already with a win against the #2 team in the country in this series. Opportunity to win the series. They have to come back. They trail by 2. Craddock, Parker, and Evans due up here in the 6th. But after that win on Thursday night, Coach Lee said, the SEC success, getting a win there, it gives the kids some proof and validation that, hey, we can win in this league, right? We can play good baseball and win this league. They've been competitive, just haven't kicked the door down and played 9 innings of baseball in all phases like they did on Thursday night. Grounded to third. Borba, strong throw. 1 down. If you want to find a way to play in the postseason, you have to be playing your best baseball in the second half. He said, we know it's an uphill battle. It's going to be hard, not impossible. It's happened before. Coach Lee said, we're just, starting to figure some things out. Guys have emerged, hoping to get better and see what happens.
Yeah, these are the types of teams you'll be playing every weekend, and as you said, they've proven they can do it. It's just about doing it consistently day after day, giving yourself a chance to win every single day.
The opportunities, they'll be there. Just have to win them. Like so many of the others, they're in this one. 3-1 game.
Now Volantis has completely switched up his strategy. 5 straight sinkers after I talked about how many breaking balls he's been throwing. Threw 3 in a row to Craddock, and now 2 in a row here to Eric Parker.
Parker's 0 for 1. He flew out to center field in the third. Average sitting at an even 200. Count evens at 2-2. Parker was a 15th round pick, 2024 MLB draft by the Dodgers. To Georgia instead for his freshman season. That misses. Count is full.
Tenney and Volantis thought they had a strikeout right there. Backdoor slider.
It's ball 4. First walk issued by Volantis, and it will bring the tying run to the plate. Base runner for Patrick Evans. Evans 0 for 2. He's 3 for 10 in the series. Check on Parker.
First time this game there's been a base runner on the bases. LeCroy had the home run last inning. And a clean slate outside of that for Volantis.
That's a beauty. But it will roll foul. Smart play from Volantis.
Yeah, very smart right there. You got no chance to get Evans. Just a little bit too much side spin on it, and right when it catches the lip of that grass, falls off to the foul side. Love the idea right there. First pitch.
Coach Tanner talked about it a couple of times, Grayson, last night on the broadcast. Evans up the plate, that third baseman Borber was playing very far back, and mentioned that Evans is a pretty good bunter.
Yeah,
he can take advantage of it.
Good bunter with speed. Looks like Borba's going to play about even with the bag now. Be watching that top hand.
Oh and 2. Call does not go Evans' way. Parker, the runner at first. I'll check on him. That's ball 1. Patrick Evans, a JUCO All-American last year. Hit .453. Florence Darlington Tech, same school as Logan Prisco we just saw on the mound. Really good junior college program.
Oh yeah, one of the best in the country. Evans and Prisco, two of the key pieces for the South Carolina team this year.
Distinguished back-to-back JUCO World Series appearances, 2024 and 2025. Volantis strikes out Evans. 6 strikeouts for Dylan Volantis. 2 down.
Yeah, first time through the order, only 1. Volantis starting to get some of those strikeouts. That is a nasty breaking ball right there. Similar to, kind of reminds me of Matthew Liberatore for the Cardinals. Big, tall lefty with a hard, big breaking 12-6 curveball.
That's through the hole on the left side. Uhas delivers a base hit.
Uhas has been squaring some balls up against Volantis. Couple flyouts, one to center, one to left. Able to get that one right past the shortstop.
It's first and second, 2 down for South Carolina. Go ahead run at the plate and Jake Randolph. First time today they've had a runner in scoring position. Here comes Coach Schlossnagel.
Oh, they're going to make a change.
So Volantis will exit, gives up only 2 hits. He was outstanding for the Longhorns. Responsible for the runners at first and second. 2 down here in the 6th. South Carolina threatening when we return.
Both guys were outstanding, did it in different ways. Phillips worked around some trouble, had 8 strikeouts, still only gave up the 1 earned run. Volantis, only 70 pitches coming out of this game in 5 2/3, was very efficient, got some strikeouts there late, turns it over to Thomas Burns here in the 6th.
Burns, a sophomore from Wisconsin. Started his collegiate career at Arizona State. Hard-throwing right-hander.
He's got 3 saves on the year. 9 innings, 17 strikeouts. You can see there 11 walks in 9 innings too. Really hard thrower. With some elite strikeout stuff.
13 preseason All-American by Baseball America. Preseason list for Stopper of the Year award. Inherits a first and second, 2 down situation. Number 3 hitter at the plate, Jake Randolph. Takes a big cut. 0 for 2 so far, flew out to left field in the first, grounded out in the 4th. Transfer from Presbyterian College. Line 0-2. 333 this season with runners in scoring position. RBI opportunity here. Parker leads off second, Juhas off first. Foul back.
Burns 98 with the fastball. Nasty changeup he threw there in the 0-1 count. A lot of arm side run. Randolph going to have to battle right here with 2 strikes.
One and two. Homered last Sunday at Georgia. Homered 3 times against Arkansas the weekend prior. 2-2. Chopped up the middle. Becerra. Oh, they get Juhas at second. We'll see if they decide to challenge this one, Grayson.
Yeah, it was an immediate challenge from Coach Lee.
South Carolina has challenged the alcohol at second base. This place is under further review.
First look, I thought he was safe, Dave. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's in there. Great hustle right there. You never assume as a base runner. Juhas knew it too.
We expect this to be a bases loaded situation for South Carolina. Currently Parker's at third, Juhas at second, Randolph at first. Waiting word from what they expect to be a successful challenge.
After review, the runner is safe at second base. South Carolina has 2 times a base.
And we get the at-bat of the game to this point now. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
This is the guy you want. Talmadge Lecroy homered in the 5th to put the Gamecocks on the board. He's hitting .393 this season with runners in scoring position. Bases loaded, 2 down.
Oh.
Check at third. Here's the home run in the 5th.
Yeah, Volantis was cruising up to that point, had a perfect game, 12 up, 12 down, and Lecroy spoiled that with the opposite field solo homer.
Strike one. Second all-time in the SEC in games played. Over 200 games in his career. One and one. Difficult to pitch to Grayson with the bases loaded because he has such a good eye.
Yeah, and Burns has great stuff. He can be a little erratic. He hadn't been so far this inning. Stuff looks good. Like you said, a tough hitter at the plate.
One and two. 97 from Burns.
He's a big boy, and he's coming at you with elite stuff.
Parker leads off third, Juhas off second, Randolph off first. Foul back. Lecroy, a .287 hitter, 7 homers, 21 driven in on the season. Burns, a big strikeout. He gets Lecroy with the bases loaded. And we will head to the 7th. Texas leads by 2. South Carolina has already faced Helfrich and Jackson. Brock in the SEC as well. From one great catcher to another. Grayson, what do you see in Carson Tinney that makes him so good?
I mean, just how physical he is. 6'4", 240 pounds. He's a good athlete back behind the plate too. Haven't seen a lot of balls in the dirt here today, but known for being pretty solid behind the plate. Has a good arm, and he can really swing it. I think he's got a good career in professional baseball after his days at Texas. Been impressed watching him here this weekend. A couple of home runs yesterday.
Yeah. Should be a high draft pick this season.
Yeah, I mean, that list right there, I think we're going to see quite a few of those guys drafted in the first round. Von Lackey from Georgia Tech, probably be a top 10 pick. Helfrich we saw a couple weekends ago.
It's amazing about Tinney. He was lightly recruited out of high school. Got the Notre Dame offer and jumped on it. Was told that his dad's rule was he had to go to a academic school, good academic school. He was looking at the Ivies. He's in Texas's business school. Really blew up last year at Notre Dame. He's their leading hitter this season in SEC play. The second half last year, the last 29 games for the Irish last year, he hit .422. He slugged .941. An OPS over 1,400. Works a 4-pitch walk to lead things off here in the 7th. Second walk of the game for Tinney. Base runner for Aiden Robbins. Grounds to the left side. Scobie on the backhand. They get the force at second. It's dropped on the transfer.
Yeah, I think it was going to be tough to get Robbins anyway. He runs really well down the line. It was to Scobie's backhand. Craddock tried to be a little too quick. Again, I don't think he was going to get Robbins.
Anthony Pack is 3 for 3. 2-run double, pair of singles. Good speed on the bases, and Robbins, a lot Texas can do. Russell, 2 1/3 scoreless in the win on Thursday night. 4 strikeouts. After that performance, Coach Lee said he just continues to get better and better. He's so proud of how much he's matured on the mound. Threw the ball really well Thursday night, throwing more strikes. Struggling with some command here in the 7th. Here comes Monty Lee.
They're going to make a change. Seen more of these mid-at-bat pitching changes this year than seen the last couple of years combined. Get another one here.
Russell will exit. Cooper Parks will enter. Texas leads 3-1. With a 2-0 count, they bring in the sophomore right-hander, Cooper Parks.
Yeah, Parks has been good his last couple outings. Has a 4.73 ERA on the season. 13 and a third innings pitched. Got a good arm. He'll be 93 to 96 with the fastball, a slider, and a changeup. Comes into a 2-0 count against a guy that's got 3 hits so far today.
The runner at first is Aiden Robbins. They'll check on him. Robbins stole a base in the first inning. He's 8 for 8 on the season. Pack is 3 for 3. Two and one the count. .327 hitter, 4 homers, 28 runs batted in on the season for Anthony Pack. To the right side, Hollins tags Pack. Robbins advances to second on the play, 2 down.
Nice job by Parks. Comes into that 2-0 count. There's an off-speed pitch for a strike and doubles up with it to get Pack to roll it over to first.
Two-out RBI opportunity for Casey Borba. Tough day, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Nice play made by Lee Croy.
Yeah, I did not think he was going to get to that one. Just a yanked fastball from Parks.
Good athlete, third baseman, mid-career here at South Carolina. I saw him play some shortstop.
Yeah.
A few games.
Last couple of years making the move back behind the plate. That's where the best athletes on the field are, Dave.
No doubt. 2-1 the count on Borba. His numbers have improved every season, but really breaking out this year. Junior year, .310 hitter. Double-digit homers so far on the season for Borba. He's got 10. Homered in the midweek against Texas State and last weekend against Oklahoma. And won a game against the Sooners with a walk-off RBI single in the 10th last Saturday. Going to add to Longhorns' lead. 2-2 the count on Borba. Did he go? No. Jordan Farrell over at first.
Coach Lee is furious. He thought had a big strikeout right there.
It's a full count now on Borba. First base is open. Becerra's on deck. Robbins leads off second. We'll take another look here, Grayson. What do you think?
Always tough from our angle up here. Let's see if side camera gives us a better look. I'm never good at those.
Parks strikes out Borba. Texas leave a runner at second. 4th time today they've struck out the Texas third baseman.
Yeah, ended up not mattering. Still gets Borba. Take a little half swing right there at a 3-2 slider. 3-1 Longhorns.
Gamecocks looking for some offense here in the bottom of the 7th. They'll have 5, 6, and 7 drew up, starting with KJ Scobie. Started all 56 games last year as a freshman. He's at Team USA collegiate training camp over the summer. Almost made that team, was among the best players in the country. An opportunity to really see what his potential is for the future in this sport. Leading the SEC in doubles so far this season. Give them a spark here in the 7th. Big rip, 0-1 the count. Six from Burns, misses. 1-1 the count on KJ Scobie. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Flew out to right field in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. One and two.
Burns has some great ride on that fastball too. Not only is it upper 90s, 23 inches of a vertical break. Imagine he gets a lot of swings and misses under that fastball.
Popped up foul territory. Borba run out of room.
Oof.
Looks to be okay.
Yeah.
Two and two the count on KJ Scobie. A multi-hit game on Thursday night. 0 for 4 yesterday. Looking for his first hit today. It's a piece to stay alive. Hitting .292, 4 homers, 20 driven in on the season. It's a 2-2 from Burns. Count is full.
Scobie's able to win this at bat would be a heck of an at bat and start to this inning. Burns is not an easy pitcher to face. He's fouled off a couple of tough pitches. Finds himself in a full count here.
Continues to battle. Burns in relief of Volantis. 9th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. And Burns wins the battle.
I can't tell if that's a changeup or a cutter from Burns. That pitch he throws at 90, starts it at the bottom, and it just falls. Scobie unable to hold up for the first out.
One down in the 7th. It'll bring up Tyler Bach. Strike one. Bach 0 for 2, grounded out in the 2nd, struck out his last time up. That was in the 5th. 1 for 9 so far this weekend against Texas. And a monster game in the midweek against his former team, Wofford, 4 for 5. A 3-run homer that night. Up and in.
You can see where Burns is trying to pitch Tyler Bach. Elevated fastballs, all 3 of those pitches. It's like he pre-grips a splitter, so that must be what that pitch is at 90-91. That's filthy.
Bach hitting .265 so far this season. 4 homers, 21 runs batted in. Deceptively powerful. Two and two. Grounded foul. A lot of the games where they've had offensive success this season, Grayson, he's been a big part of it.
Yeah, he's been the linchpin on games where they're scoring, you know, up close to 10 runs. He's getting 2, 3, 4 hits. Started the season in the leadoff spot.
Rips that one foul.
Couple long at bats to start the 7th for the Gamecocks. Burns not giving in, making tough pitches.
Popped up. Foul territory. Tinney couldn't find it for a moment. Now he does. It's out of his reach. In the seats. Scobie, though he struck out, Grayson, had a long at-bat against Burns, and now it's Bach doing the same.
Yeah, 9th pitch coming up right here. Scobie was up in that territory as well. Pitching coach Max Wiener, one of the best in the country.
Now the count is full. Looking for a base runner, tying run of the plate. Called strike 3. Bach down looking.
Yeah, both batters seeing Tinney just kind of tell Burns, I'm setting up middle, come fastball right to me. And he does right there to freeze Bach on pitch at the knees, middle in.
3 straight strikeouts for Thomas Burns going back to the final out of the 6th. Here's Beau Hollins. Rolls foul. First at bat of the day for Hollins from the left side. Switch hitter. 0 for 2 against Volantis. There's the shift for Hollins. To the count. Burns strikes out the side, a dominant bottom of the 7th for Thomas Burns. He's got 4 Ks. Texas leads South Carolina 3-1. Columbia, South Carolina, the site of this 3-game set between the Longhorns and the Gamecocks. A rubber match here on a Saturday afternoon. Warm and sunny day here at Founders Park. Texas leads South Carolina 3-1 as we get ready for the top of the 8th. Not a lot of offense today, Grayson. Just 5 hits for the Longhorns, 2 for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, it's been a pitcher's duel, and Gamecocks bullpen's done an excellent job, as has Thomas Burns for the Longhorns, following up Dylan Volantis.
6, 7, and 8 this half inning for Texas, starting with Temo Becerra. 0 for 2 with a walk, was robbed by Luke Uhas his last time up. Uhas making a diving catch in right center field. Ball that was ticketed for the gap.
Let's go, Timo. Come on. Come on.
Cooper Park's the 4th pitcher of the day for South Carolina. It started with Ant Phillips, then Logan Prisco, Zach Russell. Fly ball right field. Uhas on the run towards the line. Lands in foul territory. Bounces for a souvenir. Sarah playing shortstop. Adrian Rodriguez injured right now for Texas. Hoping to get him back in a couple of weeks. Parks strikes out Becerra. 1 down in the 8th.
There's the old best pitch in baseball, the backup slider. Expecting it to do one thing, and it just stays on that line, and it's really hard to lay off once you recognize that spin. See, Becerra's mad at himself right there for chasing that one.
Second at-bat of the game for Presley Corville. Pinch hit in the 6th and struck out. 4 for 8 at the plate this season. Chop to the left side, Scobie. 2 down.
Coach Rooney and Coach Gordon have got to be thrilled with what they've seen out of Parks his last 2 or 3 outings. His main blip on the radar was control issues early in the year, and he's been pounding the zone early and often his last 3 outings going back to the midweek.
Here's Duplantier. Struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, singled in the 6th. 4-year player for Texas. Versatile player, can play the infield or the outfield. From a baseball family, his brother Andre played at Texas, 2020 to 25. He pitched. Wonder who got the better of who during inter-squads. Missing outside, 2-2 the count.
The crowd doesn't like it, that ball's outside.
Parks already has 2 strikeouts, looking for a 3rd. Instead, the count is full. Foul back.
It's closest
the closest it's ever come to our booth
closest
race, and I got
we've-
excited there.
Yeah, I know. That's how it's got to be if we have any chance.
You're 6'6". You have too much length. I have to box you out. That souvenir. Parks strikes out Duplantier, and it's a 1-2-3, top of the 8th for Cooper Parks. He's got 3 strikeouts out of the pen.
Yeah, his pitching staff's doing a great job, continuing to give the Gamecocks a chance to come back and tie or win this game. Head to the bottom of the 8th, 3-1 Texas.
The upcoming schedule for the Texas Longhorns, midweek matchup with Incarnate Word in a big series at Texas A&M. That's got to be an emotional weekend for Coach Schlossnagel. How do you think he'll be greeted in College Station?
It'll be interesting. A&M, a great place to play with some passionate fans. That'll be a fun one.
Take on his former team. Meanwhile, we have a new pitcher on the mounds for Texas. Someone we saw last night, the lefty Hayden LeFew.
LeFew's been excellent. 1.74 ERA with a 2-0 record. Another high strikeout guy per inning, 18 and 10 1/3, only 3 hits allowed. He'll get 8-9-1 in the Gamecock order.
1 inning last night, no hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts. Burns struck out the side in the 7th. We'll look to keep that train going. 8-9-1 due up for South Carolina, starting with Will Craddock. Trailing by 2. Craddock 0 for 2, struck out in the 3rd, grounded out in the 6th. And he gets it. Didn't like it, but they get their base runner.
Yeah, you take it any way you can at this point. First pitch fastball, and Craddock gives him a little look. 9th hit by pitch on Will Craddock so far this year. By far the team leader.
Puts a tying run to the plate and a pinch hitter in Logan Sutter. It's knocked down by Tinney. First action of the series for the senior from Loomis, California. He's a Purdue transfer, preseason All-American. Saw him against Wofford in the midweek, was 0 for 1 off the bench. On the season, a .250 hitter, 5 homers and 14 runs batted in for Logan Sutter. Has good power. Hit 15 long balls for Purdue last year.
It's a good take right there. The same exact pitch he had just swung out the pitch prior.
Two into the count on Sutter. Had some good games earlier this year for South Carolina. Monster weekend against Princeton. Homer in all 3 games of that series. That skips in. Count is full. Trailing by 2. Grayson Craddock probably stays put.
I think so, especially with the lefty on the mound, tying run at the plate, and the top of the order due up.
On a line, right at Mendoza, he drops it. And they're going to say he dropped it after making the catch.
Well, that's a break right there. Craddock was off a little bit right there, and Mendoza was trying to double him up, just lost it on the exchange. Well hit right there from Sutter in a 3-2 count. See, Craddock takes that one step there. Would have been a bang-bang at first. Get a visit here from pitching coach Max Weiner.
He came over from Texas A&M with Coach Schloss Nagel. Before that, pitching coordinator for the Seattle Mariners, 2019 to 2023. Known for dominating the zone, emphasizing first pitch strikes, winning 1-1 counts. His pitchers limit walks, maximize strikeout to walk ratio.
They do a great job of that, and I think they're probably talking about how aggressive Patrick Evans is early in the count. You got to be careful and execute within the strike zone.
One down here in the 8th, trailing by 2. Evans is your tying run at the plate. 0 for 3 so far. Grounded out in the first, struck out in the fourth and the sixth. Strike one. .295 hitter, 5 homers, 13 runs batted in. That 5th homer was Thursday night. In the hole 0-2.
Evans had to be guessing right there. It was 2 fastballs, middle in.
Called strike 3. Gets Evans on 3 pitches.
I don't know what happened right there. That was 3 identical fastballs from LeFew.
Well, this is a dangerous hitter for LeFew. Luke Uhas hits lefties very well. Base hit his last time up. Continues to hit the ball hard. It's a big cut.
Pulled the string right there with a first pitch changeup.
A 2-run homer in the 5th last night to get the Gamecocks on the board. One and one the count. .271 hitter, 3 homers, 12 runs batted in on the season for Uhas. One and two the count. The Gamecocks right fielder Craddock leads off first. Foul back. He strikes out Uhas, and that'll close out the 8th. Gamecocks will leave one. We'll head to the top of the 9th in a 2-run game. Sunny day in Columbia. Texas leads South Carolina 3-1 as we get ready for the top of the 9th. Texas will look for some insurance runs. Last night they did it in a 1-run game. They picked up a pair of solo homers from Mendoza and Tinney. Runs that proved to be the difference. That part of the order will come up again, Grayson, here in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, those were big swings. Late in games, you always want to get as many insurance runs as you can. Mendoza and Tinney both on 0-2 counts off Brandon Stone. If you're the Gamecocks, you got to keep this at a 3-run ball game. Give yourself a chance in the 9th.
9-1-2 due up for the Longhorns. This is Josh Livingston. He's 1 for 3. Bounced into a double play in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, singled his last time up. That was in the 6th. Two-0 the count. Cooper Parks has been very good, an inning and 2/3 so far. No hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts.
He's been really good. Last couple of outings, just looks like he maybe lowered his arm slot a little bit. Controlling the strike zone much better.
Talented sophomore right-hander on the mound for South Carolina. Grounded foul. 2-2 the count. Parks only made 7 appearances last year as a freshman. A lot more work this season. 13 appearances now for Parks, good for 2nd on the team. Two-two. He's outside, 3-2. Should tell you about a couple of defensive changes. Excuse me. Evans has moved from left field to 3rd base. Lazama is now in left field after Sutter pinch hit for Parker. Parks strikes out Livingston. He's got 4 strikeouts out of the pen.
Yeah, another one of those cutters right there from Parks. Starts it on the inside corner. Gets Livingston to chase off the plate in. Featured that pitch a couple times this at bat. Continues to throw the baseball well.
Here's Ethan Mendoza. He's 0 for 4. Take strike 1. Another solid all-around season for Texas. It's a .333 hitter last year and made the SEC All-Defensive team. Average a little down this year at .283, but the power number's up. 7 homers. Parks gets ahead. Foul back. Parks, a good athlete on the mound, was a good two-way player in high school. Popped up. Scobie tracks it down. I mentioned a good athlete, Grayson. He was really the number 10 shortstop in the state by perfect game. He came to South Carolina to pitch.
Yeah, they've got a couple of guys like that in the bullpen. Russell came as a two-way player and started focusing on pitching. KJ Scobie, a golfer. Couple guys that can do different things. He's got that little cutter working today.
We were told before the season by Terry Rooney that his evolution is really important to their success this season.
Yeah, he was a guy we didn't see much at all last year and has carved out a big-time role in this bullpen.
It's ahead of another Longhorn. 0-2 the count on Tinney. 2 with a couple of walks so far today. Fights that off.
Come on, baby. Get with it, Kenny. Come on. Compete. Come on.
The top all-around catchers in the country. Carson Tinney. Missing up high. Notre Dame transfer Buster Posey watch list. It's going to roll foul. There's Evans over there, as I mentioned, has moved from left field to third base. He's got versatility for South Carolina.
Seen him play all over the field.
One and 2 the count on Carson Tinney. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Texas leads by 2. Hit on a line to right. This could be trouble. It's gone. Another home run for Carson Tinney, who hit one in the 9th in last night's game to provide insurance for Texas in a multi-homer game. Does so again here on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, Parks was 1 strike away from having a flawless outing. Can never let you, I mean, that's an executed pitch down and away. Carson Tinney's just one of the best players in the country. Hits it 107 the other way and just sneaks it out over the right field wall.
Double-digit homers now for Tinney. He's got 10. Three in this series. Two on the count on Aiden Robbins. Looking for his first hit of the day. Did put up an RBI on a sac fly in the 5th. Two and 2. Way outside.
Parks getting up there pitch count wise, 47. Don't often see him with this much length.
Five strikeouts for Cooper Parks. He gets Robbins to close out the top of the 9th. Insurance run for Texas, courtesy of Tinney. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Longhorns lead by 3. Upcoming schedule for South Carolina. In-state matchup with the College of Charleston on Tuesday. A team that Coach Lee is very familiar with, played there, coached there, and then weekend series at Missouri.
Gamecocks going back on the road up to the other Columbia. Be an interesting midweek game, almost a swap of head coaches. Coach Lee, coach at College of Charleston, Coach Holbrook, my previous coach here at South Carolina, coming in on Tuesday.
We already talked about Coach Schlossnagel having to go to Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Everyone's facing their former team.
That's right.
On the mound for the Longhorns, the closer Sam Cozart, who picked up the save last night. Those are his numbers overall. Outstanding strikeout to walk ratio.
Yeah, he's fantastic. 5-0 record with 3 saves as well. 38 strikeouts and 29 in the third. Another one of these fantastic Longhorn arms.
Midweek starter earlier this year. Now the closer. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Gamecocks, who trail by 3. Missing up high to Randolph. Just 2 hits tonight for South Carolina. They get the offense going late here in the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, you just want to try and get the tying run to the plate any way you can.
Flew out to left field in the first, grounded out in the 4th, reached on a fielder's choice in the 6th. 0 for 3 so far for Randolph. Heading the count though, 2-0. Two and 1. Cozart's huge, 6'6", 260.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Wears a size 18 shoe. Custom-made cleats.
He's got an extremely bright future.
Great baseball family. His father was the head coach at High Point. Older brothers both played and were terrific players. Older brother Jacob was a standout at NC State. He's in the Cleveland Guardians organization. Caleb, another brother, played at UNCG and North Carolina. Count is full on Randolph. Cozart strikes out Randolph. 1 down here in the 9th.
Cozart fell behind in that at bat, but able to come back. Randolph fouled off 3-2 pitch and unable to lay off that high heater right there.
Here's Lee Croy, responsible for the only run so far today for South Carolina. Home run in the 5th off Volantis. Hit number 7 of the season. count, the Gamecocks catcher. Two and two.
A little cutter slider right there from Cozart. We've seen some of the bigger breaking balls he hadn't been able to land, and obviously the fastball in the mid-90s. Good little cutter right there to get off LeCroy's barrel.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Cozart, 2 down.
That's his bread and butter right there, though. The four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour. Kind of right there. Able to freeze LeCroy for the second out, and back-to-back strikeouts. Longhorns one out away.
Last chance for the Gamecocks belongs to KJ Scobie. Tough pitch, 0-1.
Yeah, there's that breaking ball. May have broken around the plate. Longhorns get the call.
Oh, and 2 the count on Scobie. Cozart strikes out the side and closes out the series. Texas wins the series 2-1. They defeat South Carolina 4-1 on a Saturday afternoon. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Longhorns. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Gamecocks. They remain undefeated in SEC series this season.
Yeah, they're going to have a chance every weekend because of their pitching staff. Dominant performances yesterday and today from that pitching staff. Gamecocks pitchers threw the ball well all weekend, held them to 1 run on Thursday. Pitched deep into the game yesterday without allowing much, only allowed a couple runs here today. Just not able to do enough offensively to win the series.
Pitchers duel combined. Both teams strike out 15. But in the end, it was Texas who has more offense in this one. They defeat South Carolina 4-1 and take the series against the Gamecocks. That'll do it for us here at Founders Park. For Grayson Griner and the rest of our crew, I'm Dave Weinstein saying so long from Columbia. Texas leaves South Carolina with a win. They defeat the Gamecocks 4-1.